Lips purse. She wipes the side of her face with a tissue, smudging it even more. Tissue? Ugh, you're gonna get those particles on your face. And you're gonna be really looking like a ginger. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Isn't that racist? How y'all doing? It's your boy JC, and welcome back to more Perfumare. So, surprise, homeboy is back on this Perfumare. So I remember a couple of videos back on the hiatus video, shout out the homie Balcony. She said, and I quote, "The final part of the demo is completed." Huh? First of all, I want to emphasize that when I finished Perfumare originally, I thought the game was done when I got that end, and I didn't know what to really do after that, and I felt like it was incomplete. Little did I know that it's actually a demo. I should have read the actual HOE page, but it's a demo, and she said that even with the demo being done, that's not the full game. So, you know, I went through the way to update the last part to make it part 8. If you're watching for part 8, I'm sorry, but we're gonna get into it. I believe we just need to do a different route, a different ending in order to get a different ending to see, I guess, the true ending of Perfumare. My only gripe with this is I feel like PDR Rook, shout out to you, but I feel like you should have put Perfumare demo so people won't be confused that, oh, is this the full game or not, you know? But anyway, we gonna try to get a different end. If you guys remember from the last episode, we're affliction users. There's this drugs called Perfumare. We take it, we get 5 powers. It's called affliction. My affliction is called allure. We pretty much charisma's on 100. With that, we're now trying to find out who killed one of the people that was with this organization, I forgot, and we're being the one accused for murder. So we have to clear our name. We met Laurent, we met Reed. Those are some people that we could trust, I guess. We met Jewel, I think that's her name. I forgot her name. And then, what's his face? Drake dude. If you guys remember, watch the last episode. If you don't, let's go. I know a couple of Ebb on Light videos back, I also stated that I lost my save. So I was originally just gonna replay the game and just get back to where I was. But if we look here, bruh, all my saves are there. So I don't know what happened. Maybe it's saved into the clouds, or maybe there's a different place where it's saved. Let's go a little bit back. Maybe to the Rosaline part, because we had to go in, I guess, find La Sylvia or something. You guys remember what happened? Sylvia took control of Rosalina and killed her. So let's see if we can prevent that. Maybe that's the reason why we lost or got that neutral end. So let's see. Your movements of your body are lethargic, so is your mind. A short ride passes so quickly you barely register it. You're in and out of Laurent's car, and between one blink and another, you find yourself in front of a huge glass building in the heart of Al-Azhar. Business District is one of the places in the city you had the pleasure of seeing only a handful of times since you came to live here all those years ago. The street is filled with rows of identical offices made entirely of glass, tall skyscrapers that shimmer like lighthouses in the grayish gleam of the dawning sun. Okay, I forgot the dialogue is kind of fire on this one. The pavements are stayed with recent raid, though you are sure to come midday, they will be thoroughly cleaned again. The office you're heading to isn't officially open yet. It is barely 5 a.m. after all. The sight of the nearly deserted streets calm your nerves a bit. Still, you walk a half step closer to Laurent just to be safe. You quickly learn that whatever fears you might have had were all unfounded. The few clerks you meet in the corridors you treat like one of your transparent walls, like you're not even here. But it takes one look at Laurent to send them running to the opposite side of the office, often with eyes pointed at the ground between their feet, with quietly murmured, "Good morning, sir." Laurent exchanges pleasantries as though they are commands. He returns a good morning. It sounds more like an order than a greeting. So you guys have to remember, this dude works with the cops, detective, so they're going through the building. They're trying to find his mother, or he's trying to find his mother, which is Sylvia, I believe. His face is unlike that of a statue, still in a frown, lifeless. He kept his dual eyes ahead, guiding you through the narrow hallways with the impressive ease. He doesn't speak, he doesn't acknowledge your presence, but you notice him pause several times to let you catch up with him, to match his stride. He halts you eventually on the 3rd floor, pointing at the half-open door in the middle of the hallway. Okay, bro. Room 12, 214, hey. He speaks for the first time since you left his apartment, lowering his voice to a careful whisper. Go on, speak with her. Tell her I sent you. What? Why me? Oh, I forgot. Nigga senpai. She doesn't know you. There's a chance she'll let something slip. I wouldn't be surprised. You have that effect on people. Yeah, we're gonna use our lure. Shut up and move. If not, then I am sure you'll find a way to get her talking. His brows lift meaningfully. And you? He inclines his head towards the stairs. I'll be at the front desk picking up the paperwork, unless you'd rather switch. Out of the two options, talking doesn't seem that bad. No, go ahead. If I am done before you, I'll wait here. If not, you know where to find me. Okay, be careful. I will. He takes the stairs down, doesn't look back. You barely get a chance to mentally prepare yourself for the conversation before you see a woman exit the partially open door of room 214. Her permed hair floats as she marches down the hall, her shoes clicking against the glass floor. Excuse me. So I now wonder, are we able to save her? I feel like we are able to save her with this route. Maybe that's why we got the neutral in. You gonna have to get that mop off your head, bruh. I ain't know you were a janitor, baby. The woman pivots, staring at you with an irritated grimace. Rosaline Ivarez? Yes. Her lipstick stained lips purse. She wipes the side of her face with a tissue, smudging it even more. Tissue? Ugh, you're gonna get those particles on your face. And you're gonna be really looking like a ginger. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Isn't that racist? The collar of her shirt is dusted with breadcrumbs. Clearly, you interrupted her breakfast. That's not my fault. You're supposed to eat before you come to work. Boss ain't supposed to be letting you eat. And you are? I think last time I did new intern to act like I was, but I'm just gonna go direct. Ooh, yes, sir. Yep, there it is. I should have done this in the first place. Tell me all you know about Victor James Dongle. Yep, that's the dude that died. Her face slackens, eyes going bright and glassy. Victor James Dongle. Do you know him? Sylvia. Oh no, don't tell me we don't save her. Let's make a save. Does Sylvia get to her anyway? But she only gets to her at the bottom. That's interesting. Who's Sylvia? Her mouth snaps shut. The air surrounding her thickens with fear, but then the odor dissolves, and there's nothing the aroma of freshly baked bread and her raspberry chapstick. What the heck? Oh, sorry. I must have drifted off. Impossible. She just broke free of the hold you had on her. What the? Wait, did Sylvia do some type of power or something, bro? Like, what are you doing? That has never happened before. How is she able to resist your gift? Unless she got the same gift or something. If her will's so strong, she should have fallen under your thrall in the first place. But she did. And as such, she shouldn't be able to tear herself away without your explicit permission. What was I? Dang, so, what the? She blinks at you, frowning. Unless her gift is like mind control or something. Sylvia's. Do I know you? I'm here for the papers. Oh, the new intern. What are you doing, bruh? Use your alert. Try it again. I left the documents in the foyer. Yes, thank you. No problem. If you need something else, I'll be downstairs having a smoke. You just ate bread. Now you're gonna tarnish your lips. Your lipstick with smoked cigarette. Sure. Thanks again. She smiles, waving her hand, clenching her tissue in the other. Wait, we need to stop her. Because if I remember, she goes downstairs, she gets her freaking smoke break and gets killed by Sylvia anyway. Oh, brother. So it doesn't even matter what ending we do. She goes right and you go left, down the stairs into the foyer where Laurent stands stiffly by the front desk, staring at the clerk who desperately tries to rush the printer. Unless she doesn't go to the... She goes to the foyer, so maybe Sylvia is the foyer. You stay away lest the clerk notice you, opting for a walking up and down the empty hallway. You step near the window when you notice Rosaline smoking a cigarette by the trash can outside. Okay, so we still go down outside. Okay, as she says she would. Okay, she's not alone though. Jennifer Lawrence, girl, what are you doing? All right, it's a Reynolds rap. With her, it's an older woman dressed in a dress so white you have to squint at her to get a better look. Nah, I'm good. I look ugly. As you do, the cold sweat covers you from top of your head to your toes. Your breath gets stuck in your throat and you could do nothing but watch. Jesus. Choking. That's a vivid way to say she's choking. She's dying. The woman stares ahead, and though it's not possible, you swear she sees you right through the thick glass. Her mouth moves. Her fingers wrap around Rosaline's hand, and she starts to lead her away from the front door and into the alley. Critical choice ahead. What the? I never. Go after them, stay and observe. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna make a separate save and I'm going to stay and observe. Let's see what happens. Like that, they're hidden from the passerbyers. You have a perfect vantage point, though you can't hear the conversation. You see the woman's face. You stare at her lips, eyes straining, attuning yourself to every twitch, every movement. I know you didn't. Her lips curl in a pitying smile. It's a cruel grimace code. A vast pocket of her expensive satin dress. She pulls out a small, semi-automatic pistol, sleek, newly bought, or at least kept in a pristine condition. So she still kills her. Go on, take it. What the? The gun exchanges hands. Rosalind didn't protest. Her fingers curl over the grip. She raises the gun to her head, presses against her temple. It's nothing personal. Hey, yo! No. Everything is personal. What the? Oh, this is the same freaking... Oh, God. It's nothing personal. You just got yourself in the wrong place at the wrong time. You've heard those words before. The night of the victor's murder. From a woman, one who shares your affliction. And suddenly it catches up to you. The back of your head, a memory awakens. Is she talking to us now, or is she talking to Rosalie? I'm confused. Dark blue eyes pierce right through you, dazed, hypnotizing. Her words cling to you like honey, low and sweet. You can hear voices somewhere around you, but they sound so far away, merging with the background noise. On the forefront, there's a warehouse, mercenaries, Victor's blood cooling off of on the floor. And you're clutching your jacket, holding the sleeves up, trying them together to form a tight noose intended to fit around your neck and suffocate you without leaving a trace. Then Jules' voice pierces through the haze in your mind, cutting you through the woman's order. So she has a lore too. Your grip on the material loosens. The jacket falls out of your grip and then embedded there, incriminating evidence as in the mud as you run out of the warehouse with the last command ringing in your ears. Is she trying to play what she did in the warehouse here, bruh? Forget everything you saw. I'm confused. So does Allure let her erase memories too? So you forgot, but you remember now. You whip her by the memory by hand on your shoulder, insistently tugging you away from the window. You blink and the street was empty just a moment ago is now filled with people. You don't know how much time you lost, what exactly happened, but there's blood on the pavement, a couple of paramedics kneel on the floor, around the steel body of Rosalie. You stumble a step, falling right into Laurent's arms. Bruh, what the? She is... You feel more than hear his answer, pressed in the back of your neck as he slides one arm around your shoulders to guide you out of the door. She missed. The bullet grazed her, but Sylvia escaped before I could call the guards. Ooh, yes sir, so we picked the right option. We didn't get her killed. Sylvia. But who? Shh. Not now. We know. You ain't gotta shh. He points at the onlookers gathered around the scene. They're busy gawking at the paramedics, but you obediently follow where Laurent leads you, keeping your questions for later. He helps you into his car, closing the door after you. He doesn't start the car immediately. Twisting to face you, he inclines forward to put the seatbelt on you. Bro, we're not a child. We can freaking put this... Are you okay? You think you're nodding. It's hard to tell. The shock makes your muscles strain so firmly as though they were made of stone. Look, bro, at least she's not dead. Are you sure? You're shaking. Know that what you just saw was... But that's the point. You haven't seen anything. The only flashback of that night of the murder with the woman in her steel eyes. Alright, so we're skipping up ahead. Again, this is like what we saw in the last episode. If y'all want to watch that, watch that. Would you consider working as an agent if you had the chance? I would, bruh. I would. Maybe it would be easier if I did. So the only thing I'm noticing different with this chapter is maybe some of these options. I don't think I saw critical choice though. All right, so you guys remember, so we're skipping a little bit up ahead. Now we're with Nino. We're supposed to go to where Laurent is at, and then I think this is where so you see this? The blood on the door, you guys remember this? The blood is fresh, no time to waste on it. So skip that. And then we see Laurent's body. We see this dude, he's an op. You guys remember that? Miss Morin. It's a bitter odor of fear swallowed down. It's not much as the utter resignation in his tone. Run. You don't bother acting on impulse. You throw the cell phone at the man with all the strength you can muster. It bounces off his forehead and lands on the floor near his feet. Doesn't do much damage, not that you thought it would. Alright, so this is Nino. So then Nino saves us. So we save this. I love you. So I don't know if we did pick the love option earlier. No, always will, however short that is. Don't say that. Okay. Hey, stay with me. So we're using our lure. Stay with me. He's far too gone. Though you try and try, there's nothing you can do but clutch the blood-soaked towel, applying pressure on the wound until help arrives. Flavio sinks to the floor near you, uncaring about the mess. His face is set, his eyes glistening. Alright, so this is the siren. Okay. Where are they taking him? So we go to the hospital. ED hospital. So this is when we go to the hospital. You never know who's listening. You're paranoid. I'm being careful. Try it once. So y'all remember this. As summoned, the shriek of sirens resonate in the distance. At least 10 vehicles. Hospital swarmed. Only person still missing is Laurent, who, after leaving the hospitals on his own accord, vanished in thin air. The wait is torturous. Alright, so this is the same ending. Laurent's route, neutral end. So you telling me we went through all of that just to get the neutral end, bruh? Alright, so let's do don't trust him. And I'm just supposed to believe you. What reason would have to be honest? You lied to me once. I withheld information I found a little of importance, which I already should apologize. His voice is soft, how some. I'm barely acute to the as it cuts through the heavy air. But I understand the murderer being my mother is too much for you to handle. It's your mother. Are you going to be fine with jailing her? Yes, she will be held responsible for everything she has done. I'll make sure of that. But you don't know why she's here in Lazar? He shakes his head firmly. So let's, instead of saying we're fine, let's lie. Fine. You don't need to lie to me, Miss Moron. So let's see. Alright, so I want to make Laurent just, we can't trust him. Let him go. We're going to do the let him go option. You too. Bye. Let's do the wouldn't option, because you know how he asked, will we be an agent or whatever. I didn't risk everything to let them take me, not alive. Flavio laughs. You have a dramatic flair. Look who's talking. Okay, fair. But they won't kill you for refusing. They'll just place me under house arrest instead. Like that's any better. The system's shitty to the core. What can you do? Well, I made a bed, didn't I? There's no point in dwelling on it. Okay, so that happens. Lay awake. A friend. Laurent's just a friend. Let's do that. Focused. So let's go through this again. Get shot. Skip through that. Do whatever. Alright, the stalker. Alright, let's lie. I'm doing fine. I think we're talking to Reed on the phone, by the way. Then we get to Nina. By the way, Nina a bad bitch. Or Nino. If it's a dude or girl, I don't know. They look bad. Okay, so from this point, so we're already here at the hospital. Evacuate. We still get neutral in, bruh. So I'm wondering, what else are we doing wrong? I feel like maybe we gotta go back to Rosaline. So instead, let's do, well, we already know what happens when new intern. Let's do interested in some answers. Skip all of that. Let's go after them this time. Let's see what happens. Go after them, not wasting any second. Okay. Wait. The woman turns around to sound your voice. Rosaline stands frozen, empty eyes gleaming dully on her tranquil face. Her head is hung. She doesn't move, as though she's in a trance. Miss Moran, what a pleasant surprise. The woman's mouth stretches in a smile. She doesn't seem to surprised to see you, not one bit. Who are you? Her laugh is like a fire running down your spine. Two birds, one stone, Wait, is she gonna try to kill us? She ignores your question, speaking to herself. What a lucky day. She addresses you next. Her whole demeanor shifts. She looks at you as though you're vermin, but nothing but a stain of mud on the tips of her white shoes. Don't move. Keep your mouth shut. Okay, she's using her power against me. Mouth closed, but it's not your doing. She's using a lure on you, seeing how readily your body responds to her orders. She's far stronger than you, more experienced. Yep. Take the gun. Oh, no. Wait. We're gonna kill her? Okay, this has to be a different end. She points her chin at Rosaline, not taking her eyes off of you for a second. Shoot her. This better not work. We better use a lure. Your arm raises and nothing you can do to stop it. You're nothing but a spectator trapped in your own body. A driver stuck in the passenger seat during the crash. Your hand takes the aim. Oh! The gun is silenced, but the shot echoes in your ears after the bullet lands in Rosaline's head. She crumbles to the ground. It's over for her, but not for you. Not yet. Good, now reload. Wait a minute. It's nothing. We're gonna blow our brains out. No way. It's nothing personal. Yep, so this is when we remember her. So we go through the same phase. Just got yourself in the wrong place. Recall the memory by yourself and she lets you remember, but it doesn't amount to much. Hold a gun to your head. There's no way this is endgame. You could do nothing but obey her words. They're the only thing in your mind after all, other than the silence. Somebody has to come in. Laurent, you need to come in, bro. You heard a gunshot. And pull the trigger. Ain't no way, bruv. Your finger spasms obediently. The shot rings once. Okay. Okay. All right, y'all. I don't know, dog. It makes me wonder that maybe we can get a different ending if we maybe in the beginning of the game, like maybe instead of going with who do we go with? Do we go with Reed? I don't know. Maybe go with Jewel, but then I don't know. I feel like we still end up in the same route. I don't know. And maybe we fall in love with Jewel, so maybe that's one predicament and that's like a different entire game or something. I don't know. Again, I'm just gonna end it here. I don't know what else we can do. I've tried going back, trying not befriending Laurent. It doesn't work. We still get neutral end. Obviously, falling in love with them, we get neutral end. I don't know. Unless we go with Reed or Jewel, there's no other way. But then that's in the beginning of the game, so I would have to replay that. But my thing is, do we still get a neutral end with the other characters? So this is what I was talking about, like the save. So right here, the save right here, whether we either pick Laurent, Reed, or Jewel. I guess if you guys want, we can either end it here or do another video depending on your response. If you guys say end it here, I'll just end it here and I'll make the title ending and the last part of Perfumare. But if you guys want to continue this, let me know down in the comment section below and we'll go through the other routes and see what happens. I don't know how entirely different the game is if we go the different routes, but we can definitely go through, do those playthroughs of those different routes. That's up to y'all. I definitely see improvement that they can do with this game. Not gonna hold it to you. Laurent's end doesn't seem satisfying. Even though it is a demo, I can't lie, it doesn't, I don't know, I feel like we could have gotten something more, but it is interesting to see that Sylvia, if you go after her, she just, like she said, two birds, one stone. So it almost questions me to see what will happen if we went with the other routes. But thank you for supporting Black business. As usual, stay blessed, keep head space strong, and I'm gonna see you when I see you.